wouldn't. I feel good. I knew that I wouldn't. Wow, I feel good. I knew that I wouldn't. I feel good. I knew that I wouldn't. I knew that I wouldn't. I feel good. I knew that I wouldn't.
This is part 9 of making logos in the style of their competitors. Okay, so first I did Nickelodeon in the style of Cartoon Network. So for this one, I just had to find a dupe of the font online and I typed it out in orange. For Cartoon Network in the style of Nick, I found the font online called Cartoon Slam and typed out a big N. I decided to have the other letter be an O. I know it kind of looks like it says no Nickelodeon, but I kind of dig it. Next I did Verizon in the style of Cricket. These logos are actually really similar. For this one, I just had to make the part of the Z be green. And for the other variation, I typed out Cricket and made another C at the end, made that red and extended the legs and turned it upright to kind of match that V. I don't necessarily love any of these logo swaps, but I think my favorite would have to be Nickelodeon in the style of Cartoon Network. Let me know your favorite in the comments. Today I'm going to be making logos in the style of their competitors. Okay, so first I made Taco Bell in the style of Del Taco, and to do this I recreated the bell in Illustrator and made it yellow and orange. Then I rearranged the letters in Del Taco to spell out Taco Del, and I tweaked the D to look like a B. For Del Taco in the style of Taco Bell, I really took the sun shape and made it full. I put it in the Taco Bell dome, and I typed out Del Taco in Taco Bell's font. Next I did YouTube in the style of TikTok, so I recreated the play button and gave it that red drop shadow and blue top highlight. Then I typed out YouTube in the TikTok font, and I gave the U those double colors. For TikTok in the style of YouTube, I really just had to type it out and replace the play button with the TikTok T. Taco Bell in the style of Del Taco and YouTube in the style of TikTok are definitely my favorites from today. Let me know which is yours in the comments. You just woke up in an alternate reality, and when you look at logos, they're in the style of their competitors. What would it look like? Like for instance, if Nintendo was in the style of Sega. Well, with a quick Google search, you might find that the Sega font can actually be downloaded for free, and if you turn it blue, it might look something like this. I actually really like this, but it's definitely giving more of a retro feel, and I don't know how it would look on something like a Nintendo Switch. What if Instagram was in the style of Snapchat? First, you would have to give it that iconic yellow background, and then put this very bold stroke on the whole thing. And it might look something like this. I'm not sure if I saw this in the App Store that I would go to download it immediately. If Amazon was in the style of eBay, do we think it would do as well? Well, typing it out in this font called Universe, changing the colors and the kerning on it, it would look something like this. I'm getting like a kid's toy company type of vibe from this one. And last, if AT&T was in the style of T-Mobile. The closest font I could find was called Century Schoolbook, so typing that out in the T-Mobile pink and adding the squares, it might look something like this. I'm not a huge fan of the T-Mobile logo to begin with, and putting the AT&T in its style definitely would not make me be a bigger fan. Let me know which ones are your favorites, and if you woke up in this reality, what would you think? What if in an alternate universe, companies' logos are swapped with their competitors? Like what if Target was blue and yellow and Walmart was red? Would the companies be as successful? And more importantly, what would the logos look like? Also, please ignore the fact I desperately need a haircut. Okay, the first one I want to start with is Domino's. What if it was in the style of Papa John's? For this one, I found the font of Papa John's called Aiken, I think, and I typed out Domino's in the font. I used the warp transform on this to make it kind of mirror what it looks like in the Papa John's logo. And before you come for me in the comments, yes, I am using Photoshop on this instead of Illustrator because I can do it much faster there. If it was for a client or something, I would use Illustrator as a vector, but it's not, so leave me alone. Anyway, I duplicated that layer and changed it green for the drop shadow and swapped out the word pizza for the Domino's dots. I think overall the logo still looks pretty good, but it definitely looks more like a small town mom and pop restaurant now. Up next we have Shell if it was in the style of the BP logo. For this one I basically just changed the colors of the Shell one to match those in the BP one, and I added the word Shell in this font, Universe 55 Roman. Overall I do like this one, but I think Shell's old logo looks better like from afar where you'll be seeing it on a highway on a sign. Next, I did Google in the style of Bing. I know Bing was never really that much of a competitor for Google, but I mostly just wanted to see it because I thought it'd be funny. I found the font online and it's literally called Bing font. I typed out Google and made it all blue, and then I decided to make the O yellow to kind of match the dot in the I in the Bing logo. I weirdly kind of like this one. I know in the Google logo, the colors are pretty iconic, but this one is weirdly a strong logo to me still. And last, I did Target in the style of Walmart. In making this one, I kind of realized I hate the Walmart logo. The colors are very like Easter and the font is very generic. When I looked it up, they actually use Myriad Pro, which is like a standard font that comes on all computers. Anyway, I resized the Target logo and turned it yellow to match the starburst in the Walmart logo. And I honestly think if this was Target's logo starting out, the company would have failed. Also, it made me wonder, like, would the red balls outside of Target be blue and yellow? At the end of the day, I had a lot of fun making these. Let me know which ones are your favorites in the comments and which ones I should do next.